29th of November, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay. Ready to go. Oh yeah, Phil said he wasn't going to be here today. That's right.
Right, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well, we are. Oh yes, we had the Stam Eitzim Lasaka Hein Omdim, and we did the Rashi to that. Oh, and then we did further that also, Tanoihi.
We're on 102A.
Yes. No. Yeah, I think so. We did the Rashi for Rahim Alki in finished.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so so we're up to Rabbanan Nami Haksiv Lachem. That's where we're up. Is Yeah, the first word in the first word in the line. It's about 8 lines down. Sarkechem. Then it says Rabbanan Nami Haksiv Lachem. That's where we got up to.
A 102A1, right-hand column, second paragraph.
It's in the right-hand column, about halfway. The Gemara asks.
Okay, we'll call upon Roy to start off the reading.
The Gemara asks, Rabbanon Nami Haksiv Lachem. But according to rabbis too, it is written for you. And the article puts in, which implies for all your needs. Why then do they expound the phrase to eat to exclude using Shemitah produce for soaking flax or for laundering? Gemara answers, or do you want to discuss that?
No, that's good. We can continue.
Lachem. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm back again. Right. Lachem. Dumia de they expound the phrase for you to permit only uses that are similar to those implied by the expression to it. The May Shechana So Uviura Shavim, namely for use whose benefit coincides with its consumption. Yitzha'u Uchachoso Shechana Son Acha Biuron. This excludes the use of Shemitah produce in a soaking pool or laundering pool where benefit comes only after their consumption.
Okay. So what's going on over here? The Gemora asked, according to Rabbanan, it's also what do you do with this that it says lechem? Because in yesterday we said that the Rabbanan are darshaning the pasuk v'haisa Shabbos haaretz lechem v'achla. So the Shabbos of the land should be lechem la'achla. So how do we interpret that? The Rabbanan said it's la'achla, meaning la'achla, and not for soaking shemitah wine and flax, or for washing your clothing in shemitah wine. That's not what it's la'achla. And now the Gemara says, but what do the Rabbanan do with this with the word lechem, that it says that the Shabbos produce is lechem, it's for you. So we're answering that we're learning lechem not to include every type of activity under the world that you could do with Shabbos produce, but it has to be a lechem. It's true, it extends the usage to things which are beyond simply eating the Shemitah Peros, but it has to be dumya to the achila. And we said before, we learned the rule that the achla, that eating is the type of usage of the produce of Shemitah in which the Hanasa and the buro is shoving, that the benefit that's derived, the enjoyment that's derived, is happening equally, meaning at the same time as the consumption, the beer, the using up of the Shemitah produce. So it has to conform to that type of a usage, and so that's why soaking it in flax and using it to wash your clothing, it doesn't conform to that principle. Doesn't conform to that principle. That's what the Gemara says. And in other words, in these teas of soaking the flax in the Shemitah wine and in using the wine of Shemitah to wash your clothing. I don't know how well you would be able to wash your clothing with Shemitah wine, but I guess maybe if it would be a white wine, maybe that would it would do. That's what we're talking about. And so since the pleasure, the benefit is not coinciding with the using up of the Shemitah wine, so it's not permitted. It's not dumya the achla. And now we have this Rashi over here, which is going to explain for us. I would assume that what Rashi is going to do over here is answer the question: how is it that we see that? How do we see that in these two activities, the use of the Shemitah wine is not the hana is not shava to the biur, that it's not happening at the same time? So without further ado, we're going to call upon Lou to start off this imposing Rashi over here. It looks like it's about at least 20 lines, if not more than that. Yotsu Mishra V'Kuvusa.
Where's that in the Gemara?
That's what you just read, those words. Yotsu Mishra Ukvusa. The Gemara tells us that in those two activities of Mishra and Kvusa, the Hana only is derived Achar Bi'urin, after the using up of the Shemitah produce.
Yeah, here. That's a long.
Okay. Okay, we got the place.
No, I can't find it in the Rashi. What's the Dibra Maskil?
Yotsu, Mishra, Ukvusa.
I got it. I see it. Okay, so Mishra Kavusa is soaking in linen.
He's soaking. He's soaking the flax. The flax needs to soak in a type of liquid to prepare it, and the liquid that's being used, Rashi told us, was the Shemitah wine.
Right. She Masae.
Shemisha.
She Misha. She Matilin. Pishtan. Oh, Beged. Biyayin. So he soaks linen or a garment in wine, nit kalkel the nibe'er the ha ni so eno ella ad shalosha yamim. So niskalkel is to nullify it.
Niskalkel, from the word kilkul, it becomes ruined.
To ruin it.
What becomes ruined over here? What ruined?
The flax or the garment.
The Shemitah wine.
Oh, the wine becomes ruined. Oh.
Isha, from the time Shematilin, that he places Pishtan, Omeged, the flax roots or the dirty clothing behind in the wine, and that's Shemitah wine over there. This kalkel, it at that point it becomes ruined. It's now imbibing all of the wonderful flavors and fragrances and dirt of the flax and of the dirty clothing. So nobody would want to drink that wine after that.
Right. Veniba air. What is that? Veniba air?
Right, and that's it's used up. It's already been eliminated, so to speak. The beer is the elimination, the using up of the Shemitah produce.
That's like beer chametz.
Yeah. Same word.
The ha niso eno ella ad shlosha yamim. Okay, what is this word vaha niso?
Okay, hanaso. It's hana.
Benefit.
It's hana. The tough and the vav at the end are possessive.
So its benefit is only after 3 days.
Yeah. Because it takes. Oh, you're asking how come it takes such a long time? I don't know. It takes 3 days to clean the clothing and then soak the flax.
So this is the benefit to the flax or the clothing.
Yeah, that the clothing gets its desired benefit from being soaked in the wine, and the flax gets its desired benefit from being soaked in the wine. Rashi says it takes 3 days.
3 days. V'dalid ad sheyeh hapishtan. And 4, if it's flax, sheroi, that it's proper. V'chein habeged v'hayinu tanai de Ravanan
I know tonight.
savrei stam perush lachila. Okay, so and similarly for the garment, that it is, what is tanoye, a condition?
Hainu tanoya, and this is the machlokes tanoim.
Tanoim. This is the machlokes tanoim that the rabbis think that regular flax is for eating.
Peros lachila. The peros, I'm not sure what he's referring to over here. We're gonna have to see over here exactly what's going on. But he's stam peros, the produce. He could be referring to the Shemitah produce. The stam peros, in other words, the ordinary usage of produce of Shemitah is lachila. Is for personal consumption. That's what you do with wine. You don't use it for soaking and laundering.
Right. In other words, we're talking about perus as in that the grapes are perus.
Oh, actually, here he's talking about. He's not saying so much, and therefore you can't do this with it and can't do that with it. What he's saying is that he's explaining why, according to the Rabbanan, the Shemitah wine has kedusha shvius. We take it for granted, of course. Shemitah wine has kedusha shvius, but this is only according to Rabbanan. The Rabbanan, what is their reasoning? Rabbanan Sabre, they hold stam peros, that ordinarily produce of Shemitah is for purposes of eating. Now, what is the significance of that? That is the significance of that is that v'chayala alayhu kedusha shvius. And because that's its general usage, therefore the peros will be chal on them, will be, I don't know how you say chal in English. It will be chal on them. It'll come upon them the kedusha shvius. Chayal alayhu. It descends upon them kedusha shvius. Keda amran, like keda amran la'el, like we said above. Now he's going to explain why. What are we talking about over here?
So we're saying the rabbis hold that regular produce is for eating, and therefore it becomes sanctified for Shemitah.
Yes. Now, right here, we should ask the question: what does the fact that that its general usage is for eating purposes? Why does that mean that it will have kedusha shvius? What's the connection? Now, Rashi is going to explain us what that connection is.
Dechol devar she haniso, shahaniso, uvi oro, shava, chayla.
Yeah.
So that everything that, what is this word? Shehaniso?
From the word hana.
Everything that that we benefit,
Shahana, so that its hana is derived
that its benefit is derived from its equivalence,
ubi euro, and it's using up, it's being used up, it's biur,
okay, so its
consumption
benefit is from being used up.
is shaveh. Hanaso ubi uroi shaveh. Literally what this means is that its benefit and its consumption is equal. What's that mean? That means, what we've explained that what that means is that the equality involved is with respect to the timing factor. The timing factor has to be that it's dumya to achid, that its benefit is derived at the same time that the item is being used up. So the classic example of that is eating. At the time that you are eating, that's the time that we are regarding that you're getting the benefit from the food. And at that very exact time is exactly the time when when the food is being used up, it's being consumed. So any item called davar, any item in which its hana and its biur is shaveh, is chayla. It will be chal on it kedusha shvius.
Okay, hilchach afilu le katan le masra the kabisa lo mahane machshava. So therefore,
Wow.
even for a small one.
No, I thought that's what the word meant here also, but then it's comes from the word leket. Afilu lokton, the nun is referring to what it is that he's taking, the plural. Therefore, even if he afilu lokton, even if it's been these things are being taken, meaning the Shemitah wine is being taken, the mishra ukvisa, for purposes of laundering and soaking.
It's not desirable.
Lo mahanya, that will not help machshava. That machshava will not help lafkuye isuran, to undo the uproot the isser, it's shmita, it's kedusha shvius prohibition. Lemahave ke'alikanim, to make it yeah. In other words, what we said, this Rashi mentioned this principle in the first Rashi on the page over here. Stam eitzim lahasaka nitnu. If you got an item which its ordinary usage, its general usage is a usage which will give it a status of being kedusha shvius, such as wine. Its general usage is any food. Food's general usage is what do you do with it? You eat it, you drink it, you consume it. And since that type of using of that item involves we'll give it a status of having kedusha shvius, because the hana and the beer is shabbat, time for the benefit and the time that it's consumed coincide, they're equal. So therefore, even if you are, so therefore it's intrinsically has a kedusha shvius, and so therefore, even if you want to use it for an activity in which the hana and the beer is not shabbat, I'm using it for mishra, I'm using it for kvisa, I'm using it for what's it called? Soaking and laundering. Those activities actually are activities which the beer and the hana do not coincide. So one might think to say, like Rashi said above on this Rashi, where he laid down this principle, that maybe in that case it depends on what my machshava is. What am I taking this produce and using it for? If I'm using it for something which its beer and its hana is shabbat, so then it has kedusha shvius from the time that I take it for that purpose. My machshava controls. But Rashi said that if you have a situation like a food, a peros, well, its general usage is a usage in which the hana and the beer is shaveh. So therefore, your machshava, according to the time that you take it and use it for a different activity, that's not going to uproot its intrinsic kedusha shvius that is chal on it, because its general usage is for a type of usage which gives it kedusha shvius. That's the long and short of what we're saying over here.
Okay.
In other words, you have to make a chart over here, Lou. I'm not giving you any homework. If you have time, you can make a chart, and there's 3 different categories over here. There's categories where the general usage is anyway, you could, when you figure out this Rashi, you can make the chart.
Right. Okay. I lost my place.
Okay, we are we said lo mahadya machshava lapkuye isuran. So the first word in the line is lapkuye.
Got that. The mihoi kaale kanis shilikatan shalaktan la'etzim. Okay, so the mihoi is the one who?
No, lemahave, to make it like, to equate it with.
To make it like ale, like these things.
Yeah, these the ali kanim. This is what is this? This is the leaves of reeds. Ali kanim. So we said above that ali kanim and some other type of alim, sfiche satim, and ali kanim and gefonim, the leaves of reeds and of vineyard, a vineyard, a Weinstock. These things, Rashi said here, it doesn't have it has two general usages. It has a general usage, we said, Rashi, above he said, there are those that eat these things, and in that sense, they would have Kedusha Shvius. And there's other people that use them for firewood. And even the same person could use it alternatively, whether he wants to eat it, whether he wants to use it for firewood. So it doesn't have one general usage. It has two main usages, and one of those usages, the achila, would give it kedusha shvius, and the other usage for firewood would not give it. It would not have kedusha shvius. So Rashi said in that case, where you have a situation like that, it will depend on the machshava. If he's going to take these ali kanim and ali gefanim for purposes of achila, so then they will taka have a din of kedusha shvius, depending according to his machshava that's why he took it. That's why he took these things. But if he's taking them for firewood, so then the very same exact item, ali kanim, ali gefanim, they will not have kedusha shvius. It depends on his machshava. Here in our Rashi, Rashi is explaining that when it comes to peros, such as wine, there's only one for wine. Its main usage, its general usage, is to drink, and therefore his machshava will not be effective to be able to change it and give it a status that it doesn't have kedusha shvius, and it would be permissible for him to use it to soak or to launder with. And here he's saying that it's not like the ali gefanim and ali kanim. It's not like them, because they have two main usages. Whereas peros, they only have one main usage. That's the difference. That's what Rashi's explaining over here. Is that clear?
Sorry, I have to go. I'm starting to get a migraine.
Oi.
Sorry about that.
Good. We got 8 minutes left.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, hopefully see you tomorrow.
Okay, have a good day, Roy.
Feel better, Roy.
Thank you. I hope so.
I hope it's not anything that I said. I know you can get a headache trying to figure this out, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a great joy to be able to figure it out.
Actually, possible.
Okay, bye. Okay. So that's why he's bringing up over here, if you'll ask, what's this got to do with Ali Kanim over here? What's he talking about? So he says it's not like Ali Kanim. He won't be able to make it with his machshav with Ali Kanim. Shalokton le'etzim, that somebody takes them for purposes of eitzim, for firewood, the mishtaru. Like that, mishtaru is from the word shari, that he will be able to make it permissible to do that. That'll be permissible. Says Rashi, the Hassam, because over there, stamayu lahachi ulahachi. That's just the point, what we said. That in the Gefanim, they, stamayu, their general usage, stam, their general usage is lahachi, is for this, ulahachi, and for that. There's two general usages for eating and for firewood. So for the general, so now Rashi said above that in that case, since it has two general usages, it will depend on whether it has kedusha shvius or not. That item, it'll depend on his machshava b'shas lekita. It'll depend on his intention that he has at the time of his taking of these items. What is he going to use it for? If he's going to use it for eating, so it's got kedusha shvius, and he's got to guard the halachas of shvius in regard to those ali kanim and ali gefanim. But on the other hand, if he's using it for eitzim, if he's using it like wood, and what do you do with wood? Wood is for burning. So if he's using it like wood, so then if mishteri, it'll be permissible for him to it doesn't have any kedusha shvius. It'll be permissible to do whatever he wants to do with it. Okay. All right. So far, so good.
Yeah,
Aval, says Rashi.
aval, Peros, Daman, the achla, but it's normal to eat fruit.
That's its general usage. That's what people do with peros. With peros, they eat them.
Right.
They don't burn peros. That's not considered a general usage of peros, to burn them or to soak them or use them for laundering purposes.
Right. Umishas yitzir san chayo. What is mishas?
And from the time
that he uses them,
yitzirasam, from the word yitzira, from the time of their creation,
from
from the time that Hashem makes them,
they get the quality of Shemitah.
right? They already at that time, their kedusha is chal on them, kedusha shvius. Doesn't matter what reason I take it for.
Right. This visu lo mehani machshava, and visu is in also.
Su and how do you translate su? And su and so accordingly and or to that end, on account of that,
Accordingly,
I think at that point, since their kedusha shvius is chal on them b'shas yitzirosan, so we're talking about a certain time framework over here. Since that's the time framework, it already is chal on it from the time that it is created, a kedusha shvius. Su, beyond that point, the word su is a relationship in time. At that point, since it already has got that kedusha from the time of its yitzira, so su, beyond that point, from that point on, lo mahane machshava.
it doesn't. His thought doesn't matter.
Right, his thought to do an activity with it which really doesn't involve eating, lo mahani, will not help. Will not help. What will it not help to do? Lafkue. That's the next word.
The lahakuye.
Lafkue, to right, to uproot. Lafkue isuran, to uproot its prohibition. In other words, its prohibited usages because of the fact that it has kedusha shvius.
Okay, so in other words, the presumption is that it's for eating, and therefore it has kedusha shvius. And from the point that we established that, his thought process is not going to change anything.
Right. Since already from its time that it was formed, it already has kedusha shvius. At that point, there's nothing that he can do afterwards with his makshava to uproot the isser of kedusha shvius from it.
Right.
So those are two categories that Rashi has discussed here right now. One category of item is peros, and a second category is the ali gefanim and the ali kanim. Those are the two categories. Those are the two items that Rashi is talking about over here. And so he's saying these two.
What's the ali kafanim?
Ali gefanim are the grape leaves.
Grape leaves. Okay.
Ali gefanim and ali kanim, different types of the leaves of reeds. I don't know exactly what that is, but those are items. So those two items, they have two general usages. Stamayu lahachi ulahachi. They're either for eating or for firewood.
Right.
They don't have one general usage. So since they have two usages, so in that case, the person's makshava can help to either make that item that it has kedusha shvius, or make that item that it does not have kedusha shvius. It goes according to his makshava at the time that he takes the item, depending on what's the usage for. If the usage is for eating, so then it's going to have kedusha shvius. If the usage is for wood, so then it's not going to have kedusha shvius.
Right.
Because it's not fixed from the time of its yitzira, whether it has kedusha or not kedusha, because it's not its general usage it has a double usage.
So in the case where we have a presumption of its usage, we go by that usage. When the case
If it has just one. If it has just one general usage.
Right. If it's the case where it doesn't have one, therefore we can't make any presumptions. Therefore, we do not say it has kedusha shvius. Is that right?
For example, in the case of peros, since peros, they have their stamayu is lachila.
Right.
Their general usage is achila.
Right.
And since achila is a type of a usage which the hana and the beer is shavet, its benefit is derived at exactly the same time it is being consumed. Kedusha shvius, and it gives it kedusha shvius mishas yitzira because it doesn't have except for that one usage. So it's already fixed from the time that Hashem makes it, that it's got kedusha shvius, because that's what usage is for. And in such a case, a person after that, he cannot uproot that kedusha through through taking it with the intention to use it for some other usage, which would not have kedusha shvius.
Right,
In other words, yeah.
yeah, I got it.
Okay.
All right,
So
thank you, Rabbi.
Very good. Yashikoya.
Have a great day.
Amen. You too.
Bye-bye.
All the best.